it's Lorena from Learn to Flourish. Today's live video might be a little bit more jiggly than usual because I am down at the beach. No tripod or anything, freehanding it. So today I'm going to be talking about the importance of using good visuals in your educational content. So whether you're creating education that's in the form of e-learning, of videos, maybe a blog, your social posts, or even if you are creating educational content in the form of slides, right? Whether you're presenting right now, probably virtually online, or once we're all back in the classrooms, seeing each other face to face, presenting in that way, it really is important to use good visuals in your educational content. And something that I talk to, whether we're teaching video fundamentals or video program or creating courses that inspire to teach people how to create great e-learning, one of the things that I share is that design really does matter. It actually is important. What your content looks like visually does in fact matter to the people who are consuming the content. And so, why are visuals important? And so I'm talking about everything from photography to drawings to graphics, whatever visual aspects it might be. Why is that important? So actually on my way down to the beach today, I asked two of my daughters, Allie, who's 9, and Katie, who's 7. What do you think? Why? I asked them, why do you think pictures and visuals are important? And so Allie, my 9-year-old, her response was very astute. She said, because sometimes it takes a lot of words to help to describe something and so that you can understand something in a story. But if there's a picture, you can usually understand it right away. I thought, oh, that is very wise. I couldn't have said it better myself. And then Katie, my 7-year-old, her response was, well, if you can't read words, if you look at pictures, you can figure out the story from the pictures. I thought, also a very wise response. I absolutely agree. So I got some really good responses from the two of them. Some of the things that I think about is that similar to what they said, it helps to visualize concepts, okay? So it helps your audience and your learners to visualize what you're talking about. It can really help you paint a picture and to tell a story. And when I think about whether it's a video, this is especially important in video actually, if you're creating educational video, is that the visuals help to evoke emotion. Combination with the audio, yes, absolutely, but the visuals can really help to evoke that emotion. And hands down, in any kind of educational content, really, it just helps make things more interesting, right? And we want to keep things interesting for our audience, for our learners. We don't want them to fall asleep. We want them to stay with us and actually learn something. So let's do something to keep it interesting. So how do you get good visuals? What do you do? I mean, if you are gifted, you can take your own pictures. You can do your own drawings. So I personally do not have that gift. It doesn't matter how many courses I do on, using my iPhone to take great photographs. I still do not have the touch of a professional photographer. There's a reason that they do such fantastic work. They have the gift, they have the education. But sometimes simple photographs work well to tell the story, right? So you can use your own skills. If you're not good at drawing, you can I have some kids who are really, really good at drawing, so I can get them to draw some pictures for me, which works really well. But what if you want to source your images from elsewhere? Well, there's lots of great things you can do. If you do have some money to invest and you want some really great photography, you can work with a professional photographer. You can use stock websites such as iStockPhoto. It's definitely one of my favorites for paid photography and paid video clips. Adobe Stock has wonderful footage as well. There's a really cool one that's smaller called Death to the Stock Photo, which is also a paid site. Although if you sign up for their newsletter, they will send you some packs of free photography as well. And their packs are just really interesting, like totally different than what you're going to see anywhere else. Now, what if you want to go free, which is, hello, I like free. I use as much free photography as possible. So my two favorite sources for that are unsplash.com and Pexels. I especially love Pexels for finding free video clips. So those are my two favorite free sources. And there's so many other resources, so many other sites, looking for great visuals. Sometimes you can just do the good old Google images search. You just have to be really careful when you're using free photography that you do in fact have the rights to use it for whatever you're building, whatever you're creating. And so that's why I do like to stick to Unsplash and Pexels as much as possible. And the people who post on Unsplash, they are actually very, very gifted professional photographers or amateur photographers. And so a really great thing that you can do is to give them kudos in whatever you're creating, right? So you can say this image was provided by whoever the photographer is. Now, so if you would like some more ideas and on how to find great photographs and images and how to use them in your educational content, then definitely check out the blog that we wrote, and it includes a free e-learning on how to source and use images. So that's it for today. I'm going to keep it short. It looks very nice here. Looking around the lake, it's beautiful, but down on the water here, it's a little bit chilly. So I'm going to wrap it up and go play with the kids down here for a little bit. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. You can see there's no problem social distancing where I am because there's really no one around right now. But wishing you guys inspiration, innovation, and continuous learning. See you again next week.